Fuel on board today is going to be 5 tons and 174 passengers. So let's get the aircraft set up and ready to go. So battery on, everything's good. So engines are off, fuel cutoff level on cutoff, gear down, flaps up, speeds brakes up, gear pins in place, and manual bay closed. You may turn on the ground power. Ground power connected. Emergency lights are armed. Battery bus, battery, and essential bus are checked. Auxiliary battery checked 2, and transformer rectifier 1, 2, and 3. We can stay on the ground power for now. Window heat can go on, and we can set the ADRs to align. We'll display the position and test the horn. Takeoff config horn has been tested. Systems are booting up. Now if we go to the FMC, we can start setting up the flight. Let's get through the AOC the flight plan. There we go. And here we can try to import it. Position initialize. So we're at Lyon. Position matches it. That's good. How about the GPS? GPS is good too. Alright, so route, flight plan. I need to erase this. Request and set fuel, set payload, request route. About 11.5 pounds of fuel. Yeah, I'll change that real quickly. So displays. There we go. Right here. Okay, so load the route. Now that that's done, logo lights on, wheel well for the flight co-pilot. Cruising level today should be quite low, yeah, 110. And land altitude at Geneva will be 1500. There we go. Doors verified, EDs are aligning. We can set them to navigation. And systems have aligned. Perfect. Alright, so we can activate the route. Performance initialize. So, transition altitude. Let me get the SID. So we'll be taking the Below 8 November departure off of runway 35 left. Blue for November. Is that it? Yep. There we go. I can now go into the performance initialize and get the charts set up on here. Lido charts, and we are taking off from Lyon. So departure. Standard instrument departure, and let's get the META real quick. META is 1017. Okay. QNH 1017, and we'll be taking these ones. Maybe not. Maybe this one. Nope. So it's the south ones, right? Yeah, it's this one. So FL 120, 230 knots maximum. We'll get that set up once we are done. And departure course is 351. Okay. So 351. Transition altitude 5000. Okay. Outside air temperature. Well, we can use it here. 29 degrees Celsius. 29 Celsius. Okay, cruise altitude 110. Oh yeah, it was the top of climb outside the temperature, okay. Cruise winds, average winds are gonna be 008 at 15, so no, 8 at, yep. Okay, center of gravity we'll get afterwards. Fuel planned 5.2. Zero fuel weight is 61.6. Reserves, FinRes is 1.1, 1.14 actually. Cost index, I believe it was 56. Yep, 56. There we go. Alright, then we can start the APU. Fuel pump forward left. APU on, and 1, 2, 3. Hold for 2 seconds. And release. Needles should come alive anytime soon. And there we go, it's starting up. We can turn on the rest of the fuel pumps. Let's do a quick fire test. Extinguisher 2 and 1 is working. In-up test and cargo fire. Alright, oh, there we go. GPW system test. Let's see how it goes, and we'll do the flight recorder tests afterwards.
Pull up.
While we wait, we'll do the initiator light test.
Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
And every light is on perfect. Auto brake will be set to RTU afterwards. TCAS will just set an emergency squawk, so 5124. 5524, yeah sure, why not. Expounder on auto, and we'll set it to normal for now. So 10174 here has been set on all of them. That's very useful. APU should be ready. Yep. APU on. Verify APU generator. And APU generator is alive too. That is excellent news. We can set on the APU bleeds and get the packs on. Electric hydraulic pumps on. Probe heats on, and we'll request the pushback anytime now. There we go. There we go. Mac speed 1. Mac speed 2. Stall 1. And stall 2. Okay. Tests are complete. Ground power will be able to turn that off. We can get the AGS ready. Oop. I did not want to do that. That's okay. Not sure how I close this now. There we go. Okay. Not very useful. Okay, so we can pin this chart right here, so there we go. And we can get the AGC South config, I believe. Oh, both of them work. So we're on April November, and we'll take Tango November 2, 35 left, so it'll be Tango 2 Alpha 9. We can request departure. I just need to get the chocks and other systems off. Ground services chocks are removed. Verify this set off, and we'll get the packs off. Prepare for pushback and departure. That is a good idea. Parking brake set. Service interphone will go on. Oop, nope, wrong one. There we go, and service interphone 2, and we'll set the microphone to this one. We can monitor recall 121.500. God, the French accent is really good. Plots in action stores. Return to yesterday's. There you go. Stairs are retracting. We'll do the takeoff performance. So 35 left and everything else good. So, performance briefing. N1 limits is going to be takeoff 2 with climb normal performance. Selected temperature is going to be 50 Celsius. Oops, there we go. Takeoff performance, flaps 5. Center of gravity is 24.0. V1 is going to be 139,140. Just wait a second. There you go. Like that, please. 24.0, 139, 140, and 143. 143, and V2 should be the 146, VREF. So 143 right here. Flight directors on. PNAV, LNAV, and we can take off straight up from there. Ignition on the right, and start engine right. Parking brakes set. N2 stable, oil pressure is rising, and fuel flow injection. Fuel flow, there we go. N1 rising, EGT is in the good. Takeoff reference. I forgot to set it up. Okay, so wind's variable at 1, so we don't need it. And runway slope is -42. Alright, -0.42. There we go. Oh, takeoff speeds are still there. Okay, that's good. So, climb performance, cruise, flight level altitude. There we go, and speed is 230 for climb. 230. Cruise right there, and descent. Yep. And start engine left. Usually if we were flying for an airline we'd do the, how's it called again? One engine taxi, but since we're flying a private 737 I might as well start both the engines right now. Thank you very much. LNAV and VNAV are now on. We'll wait for them to go away. There we go. Auto brake, RTO, flaps 5. And inject fuel. Takeoff speeds have been verified indeed. Weather on takeoff will not be needed. Terrain on takeoff will definitely be needed. Both engines have been started, so start switch is continuous. Forgot to set the anti-collision. Taxi lights on, generators on, APU off, Gen 2, yaw damper on, leading edge test complete, packs auto, isolation valve automatic, and everything here looks good. Wheel well light can go off, turn offs, might as well turn them on right now. Blank the bottom display. Actually no, we need to do the flight control step before. Full right, center, full left, center, full right, center, full left, center. Flight control check complete on my side. Co-pilot, no need for that. Parking brake off, auto brake is set, flaps are set, electric trims are both on normal and not on cutout. Alright, we can increase the thrust and begin our taxi. Chrono may start now. Everything up here looks good. Okay. So we'll be taking off from 35 left, so as we said in parts, it's going to be a left turn, descend tango to Alpha 9. So we can go back to the pinned choice, and they did not get pinned. How useful. Max span 36 meters, that's me. 35 left, south, there we go. Okay, turn right. Really is a pleasure to fly an aircraft with an AGS, really a good system. TCAS, TA. Pin this chart please. There we go. Arrival right here. We'll be taking the standard approach route. And we can already set our arrival. So Lima Sierra Sierra Golf is going to be Bellu for November 04. So ILS 04, Bellu for November, execute route. And here we can get the blues for 04 right here. Excellent. So we'll be entering from Belarus FL160. That's good. So in this 7000, that's all we really need to know. Apparently the speeds on the leg page are all wrong, so we'll have to change that. 250 is going to be a bit fast, so you'll have to change that. Okay. Flight plan pages are set. This one set to the FMC2. There we go. No warning lights. Check the back. Everything looks good. Wow, what an aircraft. Let me just check the departure page. Huh. Okay, let me tell you, this is gonna be an interesting flight. At least no discontinuities, so that's good. That's great to know. So, yep. Departure briefing. So after departure, any GPW's threat will be considered as genuine since we are in a mountainous area. Wait, did I pass the runway? No, okay, I'm still good. So any GPW's threat will be considered genuine for takeoff. Takeoff -2 is going to be used. NADP is going to be enforced for this takeoff. And V1 is 139, VR is 141, V2 is 142, 143 actually, sorry. Auto-rate RTO. And everything has been tested for takeoff. Takeoff briefing complete. I'll be able to enter the runway right here. Approach path is clear, and we'll check the departure path right after. Transponder set to TARA. Departure path is clear too. Landing lights on, strobe lights set to on too. Engine switch is continuous. Albic RTO flaps set. Auto throttle armed, and we'll use toga. Alright. Check that OBS is still recording. And let's go. Stabilize 40%. 40%. Engage toga. Takeoff thrust set. Airspeed live. Release noise pressure. 80 knots. 100. Quite a bumpy runway.
V1.
Rotate.
And rotate.
Pause to brake.
Pause and brake, gear up. VNAV speed. We'll wait for 1500 AGL for acceleration, I believe. There we go. And 230. Taxi lights off. There we go. Flaps 1. Transition. And we'll be good for flaps up anytime. Gear off. And flaps up. Go back to our climb once we reach 230. Raise the nose. And engage autopilot. You can set the noise cancellation. There we go. Set the charts to nighttime, that's much better. So approach starts at Bellis. Okay. So takeoff is here, and at realty we'll need. Wait, where is that? Oh, okay, it's right here. So flight level 100 after this. Okay, so it's really quick flight. Barometric standard on all instruments. 10 checks up. Engine bleeds on. Packs auto. Isolation valve auto. No problems up here. Start switches to off. Auto brake disarmed. And everything good here. Service interphone, we can turn that off too. Quite a windy day, we got 13 knots of winds. So that will be in the brief. And 10,000. Well, it's not 10,000 AGL, but I'm still gonna turn off the lights. There we go. Alright. Vertical speed is going back to normal. It's the Geneva VOR, if there's any. Not sure. Okay, so this has been pinned, and we'll get the ILS-04? Yeah, ILS-04 set. So final approach course is going to be 043. There we go, set that on all three. There we go. Alright, this is going to be 110.9. Mode ILS 110.9 set. Route data. Actually, no, we need to go to the reference page. Approach reference. Let me get the approach calculations done. Runway 04, and there we go. Flaps. Oh no, that's a big runway. Okay, so flaps 30 at 154. 30 at 154. There we go. Gross weight is going to be 66 tons. Runway is 4,000 meters. ILS 110.9. Okay. And the glide slope is going to be on. Maybe we could cut down the speed a bit. I don't know. Are we directed to belts right now? It appears we are. Okay. So approach briefing. Let's get that set. Approach briefing, approach briefing. Transition altitude is going to be 7,000 feet. The final approach is going to be 7,000 feet from Indus, then Billus to 5,000 for November. And I believe it is a straight in from this one. It appears to be, yep. So at index 7,000, then we descend to 6,000 to begin the approach. Glide slope is going to be 3 degrees. Decision altitude, Cat 1 DME is going to be 1620. Okay. So, barometric. And we'll set 1620 here. This might take a while. Ah, there we go. It gets faster. Minimum is 1620. There we go. Oh, we already need to begin our descent. Okay, that was real quick. 7,000, engage descent. Drag required. Alright, we'll set the speed brakes to flight attend. Thank you for warning me, FMC. When's the decel point? Okay, it's really close. We need to be wary. We'll do level change actually. Might even have to get the gear down. What's the gear extend range? 270 knots. Okay. Well, we'll wait to go below like 265 maybe. Yeah, 265 would be good. There we go. Landing lights on. And level change is finally doing its thing. 7,000 by in this, but we need to go 6,000. We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. So final approach speed will be set in here afterwards. Fixes have been set. Approach mode is right here, okay. Everything up here is good. So we've passed the FL100 waypoint, and it's gonna be 7,000. I don't know what this thing's saying, but alright. Not fine with that. Okay, we might need to extend the gear. There we go. The gear creates so much drag, you know you don't need anything else. You could have extended the speed brakes too, that would have worked. And retract is under 235, so either we decel a lot, which we can allow ourselves to do right now, so let's do that. Let's go 230 and 6,000 after this waypoint. Yep, we only need to begin our descent. Barometric for Geneva is 1019. There we go. Altimeter is set on both, and terrain on both. So approach briefing, any GB level threat will be considered genuine. VREF is going to be 154. Cloud slope is a standard, it's 3 degree. Final approach, course is 043, and it's going to be a manual landing. Okay. Brief complete, landing lights are on. And apparently we are right in front of the runway. Apparently. I don't see it. But it's supposed to be there, so trust your instruments, I guess. Okay, we got the ILS captured, so that's good. You can set the approach speed. Whoa, 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 okay. Single channel, okay. Oh, I did not brief the missed approach. Missed approach procedure to climb 7,000 to Sapre. Sapre is already in here, so that's good. 7,000, enter that in here. Oh, and the runway is in sight. Okay. Turn on the approach. Or not yet, I guess. You can set 143. Wait, what was the approach speed again? Let me check the ref. 154. There we go, flaps 1.
2,500.
2,500. Flaps a bit more. In-air off. Can we engage flaps a bit further? Soon enough, yes. Right now, no. Set to 50. And we can go 30 now. There we go. Speed brakes up. We'll keep the ANR on actually. Don't hear anything. Autopilot disengaged. approach. Well, the approach doesn't want to approach, but that's okay. Trim down a bit. Ooh, a bit too high. Not anything bad, just acknowledge that you're too high on your approach is good. Are we too low? No, we're too high, yep. Yes, indeed.
2,500.
2,500. Trim the aircraft nose down a bit. It's too high. Winds 9 knots, that's good. Okay, I need to increase that vertical rate a lot. Minimums are in about 100 feet. Yep, right now. These are faraway minimums. I've never realized. I mean, I don't fly to Geneva a lot, to be fair. Okay, flaps set. Landing lights are on. Forgot to set that up. There we go. Terrain radar really shows how much of a valley we are in right now.
1,000.
1,000, alright. There we go. Get the aircraft nicely trimmed. Oop, a bit too low. And there we go, we'll be back on track. Oh, okay. Dude, the minimums are super low actually.
Approaching minimums.
Alright.
Minimums.
Continue. Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Oh. A good one. Reverses out, reverse green. And decel. Oops. There we go. Auto-throttle message. Might as well start the APU. Decel nice and slow. And we can turn off the reversers. Flaps up, speed brakes up. Maybe a right hand turn. And let's get the ground charts here. Taxi takeoff lights off, and strobes back to normal. APU on, and we can set APU bleed too. Isolation valve open. disarm auto brake, and chrono can now come off. Actually no, 25, and at 28 we can do a single engine taxi. It is 3 minutes after 3 minutes after landing. It can turn off one engine and do a SET, which is very useful. So we'll be taking inner 1.5, something like that, yeah. Yep, parking. Yep, both. That is the nearest. Oh wow, okay. That is the nearest apron. That's good. Great news. Alright, well, we won't be able to do a single engine taxi. Once we reach over there, I'll have to turn on off the taxi lights, as to not blind our fellow ground handlers. Which one is it? I'm not sure. It's this one, that's for sure. Although I don't see the guy. Wait. Watch stand. Parking 5.5, and this one is 5.7. Huh. Oh. Now wait, how does this work? Okay. Oh yeah, makes sense. Was a bit confused. AGS can go up, and APU is on. We'll turn in to the gate. There we go. That's about it, yep. Now why is that guy outside? I'm not gonna ask too much questions. Ooh, that is a nice parking, man. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Parking brake, engines off. Main compressor, once under 2%, will be able to turn off the engines. Yeah, I'm aware. There we go. Anti-collision lights off, and if I go right here, flight simulator actions, doors, extend the air stairs, and disarm these doors, and open them. We can request our deboarding. Well, thank you very much for watching. I will now be recording the passenger POVs. Now if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I'm not a professional Boeing 737 pilot, but I know a thing or two about this aircraft. And I'm currently studying the type rating about it. Thanks for watching.